Hello guys, welcome to today's channel. In today's video, we'll talk about Goracle and what they're bringing to the decentralized economy space. Now, let's start with it. Smart contract was first conceived by Nick Szabo, and so they had some of the implementations, but it was not until Bitcoin came and people began to see that there is a possibility of developing a smart contract. But Bitcoin could not really develop a smart contract. It was limited in the contract it could develop. So it brought the likes of Ethereum. So with Ethereum, you could develop contracts that do all manner of things. So with Bitcoin smart contract, you could really specify basic and limited things like pay X amount of Bitcoin at such amount of time. So it was limited, right? But with Ethereum provided a smart language that is story complete. So you could express yourself as a developer and you could do a manner of things. Now we have decentralized finance. We have staking derivatives. We have all manner of things. They even have governments that are putting bonds on the decentralized network. Now, another thing you should understand is, despite the possibilities, is that smart contracts are limited because due to the natures of blockchain do not accept data from the outside world. So, with these possibilities, why these limitations? And this is where oracles are needed. So oracles are networks that feed decentralized applications and smart contracts with data from the outside world. So this data could be pricing data, it could be data from whatsoever source, it could be weather data, it could be any kind of data, right? So it feeds to the blockchain. The next problem now is the challenge of security. So who is the data provider? How can we trust that the data that is being provided is secure, right? Now, are you sure it's not an hacker that is giving us this data? Is the data secure? That is another challenge, because smart contract, as we actually alluded to in the previous slide, they are contracts that execute themselves. They are self-enforcing contracts. So once you define the times, execute X once condition Y is met, or execute Z once this is not met, they will enforce it. When Celsius or TRS Capital was in problem, they were owing their lenders, but they had to pay a loan on Aave or Compound on one of the DeFi apps because they didn't want to be liquidated. So why the matter is still in court now? They are owing actual people. These people have already paid. So that's tell you the power of smart contract in this period. So for the case of 40 data, it becomes a problem. It's like a blind man. A blind man holds something. He has authority, right? And then the blind man does not know what is going on. You can tell the blind man and say, blind man, give this to this man. And the blind man will do it. So it means that you can go and trick the blind man. So there's a problem when oracles are faulty. And there are issues where things like this are going to happen. It's when the oracle provider, like it says by Sergey Navarov, said something that a faulty oracle will be behind the next crypto hack. I'll link this resource. And then there are things like oracle manipulation and all that. Things like we've seen news where people alluded some hacks to price oracle attacks and all that. And then we can see what happened with Solend and all that. Now, back to what we're talking about. Introducing Go Oracle. So Go Oracle is a oracle that is like a blockchain. So while you have a blockchain where people stake tokens in order to validate blocks, on Go Oracle, those who provide quality data, is what I mean institutional grade data, we sign up to the system, lock up some tokens, and begin to validate. So the process is such a way that once a DApp or a smart contract requests for data, this request will be fed to the whole network, and then the network, participants in the network, we have to check if through a verifiable random function whether they were selected. So a random group of nodes will be selected, and these nodes out of these nodes that are selected, they will pick a proposer. A proposer is the one that will propose a block and commit a block. So once that is done, the other members of the committee of these random blocks, we have to fetch this data. And then once they fetch this data, we will vote on this data, and then the proposer will commit this block. And once it's done, it does not end it. It has to be sent to the Agora network where it will be voted upon. So once that vote is done, it will be sent back with the voting result and the data that was fetched, and it will send back to the requester. And with that, it will continue the process. So those who perform this action will get rewarded in tokens. That's where it leads us to the tokenomics. So for the tokenomics, the token will be used for several things. Things like staking. So you cannot come on the network without staking. And the token will also be used as a method of payment. So if you are requesting data, you will need the token to pay. And then the token will also be used as a means to serve as an incentive to those who provide data. And then the token also will be used as a method of governance. So the project has been backed by some venture funds, Bonales Capital, Big Brain Holdings, GMI Capital, the Angora Foundation, and the project is currently doing an incentivized testnet. This is currently the week 2 of it, and you can join and contribute your part and all manner of stuff. So go to the website and learn all that you could about this project. Thank you very much for listening. Please do like and subscribe.